Yo, what's going on? Trying to get this shit figured out. I guess I can't turn my GoPro upside down even if it fits on my GoPro. I guess YouTube won't flip it around for me. Trying to figure that out. Yo, Fish On, what's going on? I'm just trying to figure out how I can do this. I had everything set up, and then I realized this shit won't go straight. Guess I gotta use this man. Is this gonna get in the way? Am I ready for crab season? Yeah, dude. Striped bass has been fucking so slow, dude. They're only hitting at night right now. But of course, I don't ever go at night anymore because I film stuff. See, put this here. Man, Jesus, hold on. Maybe this. I'm up on. How's this? Oh, this can turn that way. Yeah, Eric, it's pretty bad, dude. I've been going out since I posted that last video. I usually post every week. I haven't been able to post anything because I can't get anything. And it's pretty annoying. I've gone out hella times. I went out twice yesterday at 7 a.m. Once at 7 a.m. and then once again at 3 p.m. trying to catch on some of my stuff here. This ghost plug. Been messing around with these ghost plug variants. I don't know how good the lighting is here. Trying to see how it looks. Sliding isn't that great. Maybe if I put this up in here. How about that? Let's see what that looks like. Move this heat gun here. Trying to get some good on the TV here. Trying to kill a little bit of time here. I figure maybe I can stream live, and if it goes good, I can.
Next Sunday, and you put the pieces behind.
If it ends up going good, I can start raffling off free shit. That'd be pretty cool, huh?
You look at the film, you understand how the next team is going to attack you based on what you showed in this game, and you try to clean it up, and then you simply move forward, and that appeared to be, it appeared to be a very business-like approach that we're taking. I mean, disappointed, obviously, right, but a very business-like approach and a practical.
Yeah, dude, I want to get some people that want to try these out in different areas, because I know they work. I know these ghost plugs and everything I'm really making work pretty good. I got all these. These are just regular ghost plugs, but what I did last night is I really got it down. This is kind of cool, but I'll show you guys in a bit. I'm about to make some right now. This one came out pretty cool, kind of green. This one is a little too green, but I mean, it's good. But I really want to get people trying these in different locations, because I know they work, but I can't get on a school of them right now.
I was going to talk about just how, he was coming off that great game, and they just didn't, there wasn't any rhythm on offense. Heck, there wasn't any rhythm on defense that allowed any rhythm on offense. But yeah, Chris McCaffrey only had 8 carries in this game for 25 yards. He only had 3 receptions for 43 yards. So, for the people who are saying they need to limit Christian.
Yeah, Eric, if you want to check them out, dude, they're for sale. I don't know why. It's the BayAreaPlug.com. I got them. Check it out. Any orders, if you order through me, I'll always throw in like a bunch of free stuff. I really just can't. I don't know how to promote that I can throw in free stuff, because I never know what I'm going to throw in there. But you always get some extra things, a lot of baits. Sometimes they come out with like a little nick in them, and they still work just fine, but I'm not going to sell someone the product at full price with the nick. So I'll throw these stuff like that inside for free. Random colors, random stuff I'm trying to burn off, just like extra swim baits, like with all these extra things. There's tons of things I can give away for free. All orders over $25 is free shipping, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I got even like all these little swim baits. I'm gonna make some today. Right here, these I call these blunt smoke. Right there. Got these ones with a little bit of whitish green to them. Got these halibut hustlers. Check that out. Man, oh man.
Not exactly a buttoned up performance against the Houston Texans, but they get back at it next week.
What size pyramid weights when I fish? I mean, it depends on where I am, but I like just 1 ounce, 1 or 2 ounces, unless I need more for the currents. But besides that, 1 or 2 ounces is like more than enough for me. Yeah, I do. It's actually, hold on, I think I have it outside. It's in a seashell on my bookcase in the living room.
To the park, and then he went to X-rays, and then I went down to the field to do post game, and I saw him coming back around towards the corner's locker room on that same cart. So as much as Kyle Shanahan's hopeful, I would be very cautious with that hope.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Well, that's a real uplifting way to end this episode of 49ers Talk. Okay, let's spin it to hey, the 49ers are 5-3.
Yes.
Yeah, they're 5-3, 2 games over 500, and man, it's 8 games in, so this means we will have reached the
Peep game, dude.
of the season.
It's the shark keychain that Fishon gave me one time I was out there. The day I caught
the season is
what was it? Was that?
Is moving pretty quickly.
Oh, the day I made the chicken adobo on the video. He popped in out there, gave me the shark keychain and some magic string because I needed some magic string. Thank you, bro. But yeah, I still got it. I don't throw that away. Come on, man.
In the NFC as a whole, but Sunday.
Next time I see you, I'll definitely have some swim baits for you.
There are no do-overs. There are no mulligans.
So I'm just gonna start with.
And they'll be back at it against the Jazz next week. Jennifer and I.
I'm gonna start with.
Get you set for kickoff coming up week.
So 1/3 cut.
Jennifer,
so I gotta make the skin on these first. For this, make sure it doesn't get too hot. I gotta make the skin for these holographic baits.
Big O Tires, the team you trust.
The perfect snack box isn't one thing, it's everything. So customize your box. Sweet and salty your box. Chocolate box. Protein packed box. Movie night perfect your box.
That off. Shake this up one more time. Oh, you made that. I had a feeling you made this. What is this? What kind of material is that? You should do it with, it's kind of expensive. But the stuff I use for the holographic baits, it's like $80 a gram. I mean $80 for 5 grams. Like 15-20 bucks for 1 gram. But if you put that in those little, in the keychain you gave me, that thing would be shining, bro, shining. You make pyramid weights? Do you make jig heads, dude? That's what I need. I have a buddy, CJ, all around pro fishing. I don't know if you guys saw that video. He gave me some jig heads and swim baits, and I caught that huge 30-inch halibut with it. I got him hooking me up here with a bunch of jig heads. I'm going to put those on the store as well, thebayareaplug.com. Because currently right now I don't have any jig heads on there. All I got is swim baits. Not that many at that. But we're gonna make more right now. We're gonna start off with some of the traditional signature ghost plugs, and then we'll move on to some of these injection molds. I'll make a batch of the blunt smoke. Man, if you can make legit jig heads, I might even take you up on that offer. I need to throw my mask on here in a second. You know, I still got to do that raffle too. I have everybody commenting, but I never picked a raffle winner. If I get enough people in here, I'll just pick the raffle tonight, just so it's on a live. People know it's legit. I'll start with just a clear plastisol for the skin. Put some of this sparkle blue inside the skin, and then we gotta vacuum chamber it. And if anybody's watching, if you guys ever want anything custom colors, I can do pretty much everything now. So if you reach out to me and want to buy something, I can play with it. I can make you your idea, send you some pictures first, and if you like what I made, I'll just produce it for you and I can ship it out to you. Also, I'm cheap. Right now they're cheap. Like, for the amount of work it takes, it's cheap. I'm selling them only for $6.99 for a pair of them. Anything over $25 is free shipping, so I'll always throw in some extra goodies. But let's vacuum chamber this. So for those who don't know, this is a vacuum chamber here. What that is going to do is going to take out all the moisture, all the extra bubbles inside of the plastic. While that's going, I'm going to start heating this up. Hot, bro. So that vacuum chamber takes all the bubbles out, because you don't want bubbles inside of your baits, especially when you're doing a skin pour like this. The first powder I put in is sparkle blue. I'll show you in 1 second. It's a type of glitter, but it's more like a flake. It looks white, but I'll show you in a second. It comes out with like a really clean blue sparkle that you can only see at certain angles. You need your stabilizers when you're reheating so it doesn't lose color, turn brown when it burns. A little bit of softener to help mix it up. That jar, I have to look it up in a second. I'll tell you. I forget how much that was. Not much. Under 20 bucks. I think I gotta give that one more go. I didn't wait quite long enough for the bubbles on that in the vacuum chamber. It's probably how much I shook the plastisol up. Thank you, CRK. What's going on?
This is kind of what we thought was going to happen during that season.
Yeah, you can use mica powder, but there's a difference. There's mica powder, and this is aurora powder or color shifting powder. The stuff I showed you isn't, but this is the comparison of what you compare mica powder to. Hold on. So this is what you would compare. This is color shifting powder, which is what I use for holographics. This is the stuff that's like, this jar right here is like 80 bucks for a little 5-gram jar. But the mica powder isn't gonna be holographic like this. The mica powder kind of just gives like, I think like a single kind of color kind of holographic. This one is color shifting. It's like multiple colors in one when you look at it at different angles. But yeah, people use mica powder. Yeah, maybe I gotta learn more. I really don't know much. I just know this stuff here is just like, I don't know, some shit I found online and it's working for me. I haven't had much to play with mica powders yet. Where do you get your mica powder from? These are all from 8-bit. All the Aurora powders I got. Or color shifting powders, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I got these ones, and I got these tiny jars for like $15 each before shipping and taxes. Almost ready to pour this skin here. Just give that another 10-15 seconds. I just don't really know all the products yet. I go straight to the dealers for all this stuff. I don't know what's like the decent, cheaper stuff yet. But what I use, the way I use it is not, I don't dump it in the plastisol, so it lasts a long time. I don't think so. I work tomorrow morning. I think I might just rest for the morning. I've been getting skunked so much lately.
Also, what? Go the extra mile? Nope. That's that. Just good enough isn't enough. Make every play, move, and drive, turn. Then, once you see red, you know. It's go time. Rock water, the San Francisco Blazers. It's around. Let's go places.
a solid game. Not great, honestly, but certainly not something that we lost to because of Jones. He completed 1932, a couple of passes dropped, deep downfield by John Jones. He had 2 touchdown passes. And generally not good at the ball. You knew there was going to be a lot of pressure. Running by the Houston Texans pass rush. He was sacked 2 times for 18 yards. I thought that was
And then the interception was really just a one-on-one ball. It was just a shot. He was like, because last year they didn't get it, and it was just a great play. Would have been interesting. That would have put them in more of the game at that point. When I saw him walk the field, it's the most impressive. He was maybe the third player that he would come off the field. And he was
We're saying after the game.
You can see that right there. So for this, what I gotta do first is I have to pour a clear belly and then it's going to be a pearl white on top. The clear belly is going to allow the holographics to do its thing. And then on the side, I'm getting this next one ready. This is the tricky part, to keep everything warm so it molds all together correctly, but also not too hot where the holographics starts seeping into the bait rather than staying as a skin.
It just didn't, there wasn't any rhythm on offense. Like, there wasn't any rhythm on defense that allowed, you know, but that Richmond Packers only had 8 carries in 25 yards. They only had 3 receptions for 43 yards. So, you know, for the people who are saying they need to limit Christian McCaffrey's touches throughout the season, I don't think you had this in mind. I think you like.
Gonna turn this griddle up here. For me, I like to top them off because I like them chunky when everything's said and done. And then I use this heat gun a little bit to flatten out the spots that I think are too high. Then we'll just turn this griddle on to 350 and let it chill for like 3 or 4 minutes. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to get a batch ready for this injection mold. I'm just going to reuse up all that clear. I'm going to add it to this white and make a bigger batch of pearl white. And then we'll heat up some of this extra brown that I have. This is going to be for the blunt smoke injection molds. Throw some of these extra things I have in there. I'm gonna turn this griddle off here. And I'm gonna place these in the window by the fan. Yeah, you can reuse leftovers, but I mean, once if it's a lighter color like clear or white, you have to be really careful not to overcook it. Keep it around 340 to 350. Anything higher, you're gonna start losing color. Every time you reheat, you're gonna want to put a few drops of stabilizer so it doesn't burn off, start burning the actual plastisol, because this will turn brown. But if you're working with things like this one it's actual dark color, you don't have to worry about it changing color because I added a bunch of coloring to it. So just the lighter colors that you want to keep, like a pearl white or a clear, you just got to be really gentle with it and baby it. Use a lot of temping, heat gun temping. And once you give it a good vacuum chamber for it, you usually don't really have to do it again unless you've really been playing with it or it's been sitting out for like too long. Hit that shit, bro. That's Shadow Man right there. You better follow that man. He's out there killing it in the nighttime every night. Smacking 10+ pounders. Count on 2 hands each night how many fish this guy's catching. He's trying out some of my baits for me, especially that black one at night, that Tide Assassin. The thing about the stirring bubbles, especially in an injection mold like this, if you're running it and keeping your mold hot, when you pour it, as long as it's not crazy bubbles in there, the stirring bubbles will lift up by themselves as long as you keep it hot and keep the plastisol nice and thin. They'll rise up to the top of this mold and you won't have to worry about it. The hardest part is the tails on the open pour molds. You got to be really gentle when you're stirring it after you vacuum chamber it. But you can see when you put your dipstick in there, you can lift it up and you can look and see what kind of bubbles are in there. If they're bubbles you should worry about or not. This one has quite a few. I think I'm gonna vacuum chamber it. I'll just vacuum chamber both of these. I'll heat them both up to around 350. I'll vacuum chamber them both at the same time while that's going. I'm gonna heat this up with the heat gun, put together this mold, get the tips on this hot so it doesn't mess up. This is the most hectic part. So until you have like a lot of molds, this part's like really annoying to say the least. To have like an open flame burner or something, or somewhere to set up this heat gun so I can turn it on and face it right toward there. But I don't really have a real workshop here, just a little workspace. Always got to make sure you're picking this up on the right side, wherever the belly side you want to be, whatever the back side of the swim bait. Make sure you're sucking it up right and plugging it in right. Making sure this aligns correctly. And we're just about ready to pour this once I get this out of the microwave, or inject it, should I say. Here we go, we're gonna inject it now. Gotta make sure these tips are real hot so it doesn't clog when you initially suck this stuff up. Come on. Oh shit. Gonna turn this griddle on, let it heat up at 350 for a few minutes. I almost botched that. Man, I almost botched that because I tightened this, which made it close the hole so the dual injector couldn't plug in. That was a big mistake. So that's done. We're gonna let this go for 1 second. Try to clean up this other stuff before it starts smoking everywhere. And then we're gonna grab the open pour molds that we just did right before this and get those out, make them look nice and pretty. This is reading nice and hot. It's over 300 everywhere. So I'm going to turn this off here before it smokes too much. We'll get this in the window, we'll pull the other ones back. Actually, maybe I'll let that chill for a sec. Yo, Fish On, do you know how to successfully clean, what to use to clean this stuff off, like all the way? Just degreaser or what? Yeah, you called it. That's from Baitin, dude. Leave me alone, I'm Baitin.
some excellent plays. Love the tempo and violence that he's running with, and these are all things that we're talking about and working through this week as we look back, on these last 4 games and taking a snapshot of what's been successful.
So for this part, I like to use the back of this cheap box cutter, and I just pop around this fucking thing and push down on it, just like this, and I clean it up, take all these little pieces off, just like that. See how that pops right off? Makes it real clean. And then I save this stuff so I can turn it into a color later, because it's all good if you're gonna color it right. Yeah, no worries, Gullible. I'm just gonna make a batch or two. I'm just bored. I haven't been able to get on any bass, so I wasn't able to post. I figured I'd do something. And then once I clean this up, there's one last thing I do, which is those rough edges around where I just cut off. I take a heat gun to it and smooth it out. And then I shape this tail with the heat gun, make sure it fills and is perfect. That's it, and then I'm going to put this back in the window while I do the other one, and then by the time I'm done with the other one, all the molds should be ready, including the injection mold. We'll see what that all looks like. Alright, we'll start taking some of these apart. Alright, hopefully this came out good. Sometimes little accidents happen. Hopefully everything came out just right. Looks alright so far. Tail looks good, that's what I worry about the most. Here we go. Looking good to me. That is a signature Bay Area plug right there, ghost plug. Let's see. You can see that. I think I overcooked the first little portion of blue sparkle I put in there. It turned like yellow. Really, it shouldn't be that much yellow, but whatever, it came out good. Let's get the other one open. Right there, fish can't resist that. Let's put this down up here. Let that cool off. Let's open up the other one. Here goes number 2. Let's kick that off. Boom. Yow. Look at that. Let me see. Maybe I'll grab the camera real quick. You guys can see. I don't know how this looks. Let me see if I can get the screen up on my end. There we go. It's hard to see, especially with that glare on there. Hold on. Let's see. Tail. Tail check. Tail looks good. It's looking good to me. Ghost plug, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let's get this let's get this how did I have this hooked up here before? I think it was just like this. Sorry if you guys hear a bunch of loud noises right now. I'm happy with it. This one, these two right here, looks good to me. I don't see any defects in them. Perfect for sale. I'll sell both of these for $6.99 on the store, thebayareaplug.com. I know it's kind of pricey, but they're really nice, and you see how much work it actually takes to make them. And once again, if you order, you always get some free shit. Alright, time to check out this here, the blunt smoke. No worries, Gullible. See how this blunt smoke came out though. I really like these. I hooked on 2 separate occasions fishing with it. I wasn't able to link up with it just because I wasn't on the fish. Nothing to do with the baits. But I accidentally hooked a smelt twice. And this thing side by side next to the smelt was pretty spot on. I'm gonna post a what's it called, a YouTube short with that probably in the next couple days. But here's that blunt smoke pattern. Check that out. Look at that. Let's get the camera again. We'll cut these off here and I'll show them to you guys. Let's see. Yeah, man, I can't wait. I just wish this season wasn't so slow. I know these things would be ripping it up. So when I do this, make sure it's not going to burn or melt anything. I just take a razor blade. I'll go ahead, we'll showcase Fish-On's little resin keychain he made for me too while we're here. But I'll just take it to the guillotine. I'll plug it here and pull it a little bit, stretch it out, and just get a nice clean cut, just like that. And that's a healthy little chunky bait fish right there. I got some a new really cool mold coming, an injection mold like this, but it's ribbed. You know, my favorite bait is a ripple shad. And it was the closest thing. They were made to order. I waited 3 weeks for this thing to ship out to me, and it's on the way now. But look at these. That's cute. Man, if you can feel these right now, ooh. I just want to take a bite out of it. It's nice and soft. Take some worm oil on there. Oil these bad. Look at that blue sparkle on there. It's like electric, dude. Right there, blunt smoke Swimbaits. And then these, I'll just throw them back in my brown and I'll melt it down. I'll recolor it into a brown for blunt smoke. With that, I'll just go ahead and this right here, just boom, pop it right in there. If I need to change the color, add a little more brown or glitter or whatever, I'll do it. So with the quick batch today, that's what we made. So the more molds you have, the faster this will be, because you can just heat up a bunch and just inject mold after mold, as long as you got enough hot plastisol to go around. But right here, this would be along with, I don't know, 2 more of these. This would be on the website. This is a plug pack. I think it's $13.99 right now. You get all that, but then you would, of course, I would throw in a bunch of extra stuff like all these. I got my little bag of goodies. But this lighting really does no justice. When you get this under sunlight, that's when you really see everything. It's kind of hard to catch right now.
The lawyers who don't make an injury claims in this court, they call us. Justice takes more than
When you pop these things, they just have a real good glare to them.
personal injury law. Visit welcomelaw.com.
Protection is not enough. Using just an antivirus online is also not enough. Don't bet online.
But I think that's all I'm going to do today. I'm just going to do one batch and go relax for a little bit before I got to go back to work tomorrow. But hopefully my next trip I can get on some bass, because it's been way too slow here. But I'll throw these all into a bag. With some worm oil real quick. A little bit of this shrimp scent. And I'll just let this marinate. No, I haven't tried fishing it. I only go to like Stanislaus area, Tuolumne, or Stanislaus National Forest, Tuolumne River, all that kind of stuff. I go camping up there like once a year. But yeah, look at that. But I think that's going to be it today. But I thank you guys for joining in. Go rehydrate, relax for a little bit. Maybe get on some new Battlefield with the homies. Yeah, I'm saying. And head out to work tomorrow. But hit me up. Hopefully I can get a video drop soon. I'm this close to just getting out to saltwater. And not trying for striped bass around this area anymore, because during the daytime it's just not happening. But I think that's where we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys for coming. Check it out, thebayareaplug.com. More coming, more always coming. I got more molds coming. Jig heads to be on there soon. Hit me up.